Hello traders, the market is about to open. This is a live trading video. We're going to be trading off of the top gainers list. Just wanted to take a couple of minutes here before the market opens to explain what's going on with the account. I decided to make a small deposit just so that it's easier to track our progress. I want to show you the two plans that we are trading right now. So one of them is the top gainers plan, which I'm tracking here with this 100 trade tracker, and you can see that our profit so far is, after 4 trades, is 1257, and then on the SPXL day trading strategy, our profit so far after 29 test trades is 1488. So I added those two values together on top of $1,000, and that's why this number exists. So I just deposited the difference between the current account value, or really yesterday's account value, and what it took to show the profit of those two systems. So now we're basically at a baseline here, and it'll be very easy for you to see the P&L and all of that kind of stuff when we show you the account page. So hopefully that makes sense to you. You could see here, this is my max total account value since I opened this account way back in 2020. And for the past year, or about 14 months, we've been doing nothing but test trading. And you can see that the account has been hovering right around $1,000. And I just wanted to bump it up so that you could see the reflected profit of the current plans that we are trading, and that it's easy to track as we make profit or losses with these trading plans. So that's that. Let's get ready to trade. I'm going to go to my top gainers page, which I just kind of fixed it up yesterday, and now we have the top gainer screener listed right here. Hopefully it will refresh today. If not, again, I have it open on my laptop, but basically what I'm using is the top gainer screener that you get right here on the markets page, and setting it to 1 day once the stock market opens. So let's go back to my top gainers layout. And I do want to close these spreadsheets for now, and I want to open up my calculator. And the plan we're trading is right here. This is the super simple top gainers day trading strategy. Yesterday we had the calculator over our positions. Actually, I think that's the best place for it. Whenever I'm not using it, it'll disappear and you'll see the position. So, all right, so we have about 30 seconds left until the market opens. Let me just double check that I'm unlocked. Yeah. So 5 seconds left to go. So one thing I want to say, obviously this is live. What we're doing here, I have no idea. First of all, I have no idea if I'm going to take a trade. More than likely I will, because I'm trading the top gainers and they're very active right now. The one thing I do know is that I will stick to the plan 100%. So I could take up to 3 trades. They could all be losses, and that's absolutely fine if they are. Obviously that's not what we prefer, but that's the way things go sometime. So I'm just going to check the markets screener on my laptop and make sure that I'm getting the same information here. It does look like it's working now. So the one nice thing about this layout is I could click in the chart and then click on the ticker symbol, and that's it. We have the, I just don't like having the 5MA. I got to find out how to get rid of that when we get the full chart up. It looks like this guy, let's see, we need to check on the 5-minute chart. It's possibly triggering a trade very soon. So it appears there's no volume in this one. There were just some orders right at the open, so I'm going to ignore GEO. And GEO is not on the top gainers list anymore, so technically we can't trade it, even though it's popping up there. Let's see here. Notice I'm setting alerts on all of these, and that keeps me from having to worry about, am I going to miss one of them while I'm setting up the charts for the others. So I have no idea which one of these is going to trigger a trade first. I'm just getting ready, and whichever one does trigger a trade first, that's the one that we're going to trade. The only time it gets tricky is if two stocks are triggering a trade at the same time or very near to each other, then I have to make a judgment call and stick with it. That's the main thing. Once I've chosen a stock to trade, I stick with it. All right, so already got it. Let's see. So it looks like we're going to end up with the top 9 top gainers on our charts page, and then we just have to wait for one of them to trigger a trade. I see CZOO starting to take off there. No volume there, so we can ignore that. That's the one thing with the top gainers you have to be careful with. I don't really want you to focus too much on the volume with this plan, but when you see something like this that has no candles, basically, no candles and a bunch of dashed line candles, that's an obvious indication of no volume. You can see on one 1 minute candle there was 10,000 shares traded, and then that was it. So So look at CZOO taking off. If we do take a trade with CZOO, there is one detail that I have to share with you about trading stocks with that are under $1. We don't need pens in here twice. Just make sure that everything is updated here. Also checking to make sure it says this shows the same stocks that are on my laptop, and it does, so that's a good sign. Everything is working properly. And we were at LYT, so let's pull up INVZ. Just making sure that there's no other new top gainers that we are missing. I don't see QNRZ. Oh, duh, there it is right there. I don't think we can move these around. Well, I guess what I could do is do that. Put them in order. This one doesn't sound familiar. Looks like this one's already triggering a trade. Yeah, so this one we actually missed the trade. It was right here at 199. I'm not sure if it was on the top gainers list at this point, but and it looks like it gave a 3-hour trade already. There's a price alert on CZOO. Oh, I need to be on the 1-minute chart. Oh, I need to sync all these charts. They should be synced time. Yeah, this should do it actually. If I sync the charts and the indicators now, I shouldn't have to delete. So now I got to get ready to take this entry. Okay, is my stop there? All right, so we'll talk about this in just a second, but let me just deal with this. $86.32. I really need to make this the big chart right now. Let's see here. All right, we're going to go right there for the stop loss, and then $1.797. I guess we can't do that. We'll have to go up to $1.08. All right, so we're in the trade now. There's nothing left for us to do but wait. We could take up to 3 trades. This is trade number 1. So one thing that's kind of tricky about trading these sub $1 stocks is that you have to buy 100 shares. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I could have triggered my normal hotkeys, and it should have worked because we're trading with $100. But I just wrote in the plan that if I'm trading with something below $100, I need to use my hotkey that buys 100 shares, because that's kind of the standard when you're trading stocks that are below $100. Below $1, you have to buy 100 shares or more in order to trade those stocks. So I kind of screwed up on this one. I could have just hit my normal hotkeys and spent the $100 and would have gotten, 92 shares or whatever it would have been. But it's all right. We're in the trade now. The best thing to do once you're in the trade, even if there was a small mistake like that, you just stick to the plan, get back on track, and that's it. So I'm going to mute for now so you can watch the trade play out. I know there's a lot of noise in the background, landscaping going on, and I'll come back as soon as there's a reason to. If we get stopped out, we can take 2 more entries on this, up to 2 more entries. And if we do that, I'll try to use my other hotkeys, and we'll see if it works out. So anyway, let's mute for now. All right, I just got the alert on my phone that the order was filled. It looks like this thing halted, and luckily we got filled right before the halt, and we're all done for the day. So it was a nice 3R trade. We can look at the account and see how much we made off of that trade, and we'll enter it into the spreadsheet. All right, so that was a pretty nice trade, pretty big account bump there for one single trade, $16.27 off of CZOO. So can't complain about that, that's for sure. And we were risking 1/3 of that. We should probably look to see where we got filled because we might have got some lucky slippage on the way out. So let's see here, CZOO. It looks like there's multiple orders there because I don't know if you noticed when I first put in the order, my stop loss got canceled right away, so I had to close the position and add those stop loss. But it's just one trade, so we bought and we were filled at 0.9171, and then our profit target was at $1.08 and was filled there. So 0.9171, and we got filled at $1.08. We'll get rid of this one. And there was 100 shares. Actually, I could just pull these down. So let's see if sometimes these aren't going to match perfectly, but yeah, they did today. 1627, and now the account is up to 1,043.72. And did this thing go to 4R, 5R? That's something we're going to track throughout the day, and we'll update this a little bit later. But now this trading, and I have to go back and cancel all the alerts. It's really important. You don't want to be distracted by alerts later on in the day and think, oh, maybe I should jump back into a trade. Of course, I don't do that anymore, but I know when I was a new trader that would happen. So that's just a kind of a pro tip. So far this trading plan is up $28.84, and we're only trading with $100 each day. So that's pretty cool. I am tracking some other statistics here. So now we finally have the first entry winning. So 1 out of 3 trades. So these are our win rates. Of course, we're way too early in this trading plan for these to be meaningful. We do know the break-even win rate for 3R is 25%. And right now the account growth is almost 5%. So that's pretty cool. And just to clear up any confusion, even though the account is showing this value and I'm showing that we started with $600, that's because that's all I'm trading with this plan, if that makes sense. So I'm allowing $600 of the account to be used for this plan as a maximum every 2 days. If you know anything about cash accounts, you know that it takes 2 days for the funds to settle. So if you want to take up to 3 trades per day using $100 per trade, that's $300 each day. And since it takes 2 days for cash to settle, you need $600. So that's what we're doing with this trading plan and with this account. We're using $600 of the account for that trade. So hopefully everything is making sense. I know it's kind of complicated, and I'm also trading the, I just want to put in the ticker symbol, I'm also trading SPXL with the same exact account. So, but you know, we're tracking that on a separate spreadsheet. So sometimes you may see some numbers change, and that should be why, but I mean, I'll explain that, of course, in each of those videos. So this is where we stand right now. That was trade number 5 out of 100 trades that we want to take with this trading plan. And as I said, we're up almost 5% now. Pretty cool. You know, who knows what's going to happen in the future. This is just pure testing right now, and we're finding out, you know, what the profitability of this trading plan is. So let me know if you have any questions. Comment down below. If this video was helpful to you, hit the like button. I think the biggest thing that I offer here on the YouTube channel is that I'm showing disciplined trading. You hear me talk about, you know, what I intend to do, and then I just do it, and nothing changes from that. Maybe there's an inadvertent mistake here or there, like today I triggered the hotkey for buying stocks that were below $1 when I could have just used my regular hotkeys. That was totally accidental. The only difference that would have made is we probably would have had 92 shares or something instead of 100. And you'll see, I'll just plug that in right now and we can see the P&L difference, you know, like $1 and some change. So not a big, it's not going to make a huge difference. So anyway, that's where we are. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. And if you're interested in any of my trading plans, this one is not available yet. I want to take a few more trades and make sure that it's not going to, you know, blow up anybody's account or anything like that. I just don't see how that's going to happen, but I just like to have more data. But eventually this trading plan that I'm using right here will be uploaded. And this is just a little piece of it. And it's very small, very short, compact. It shows 4 pages, but there's quite a few big screenshots with an example trade. And we may add today's trade as well on there as an example trade. So as always, go into every single trade with a plan, stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.